So if it's things that go bump in the night that give you the frights, why not go in search of the real thing?
We found a group of investigators that call themselves the Bloomington Area Ghost Hunters. Our goal was to capture the paranormal at one of Indiana's most haunted grave sites.
Anybody here?
A question you might not expect an answer to in a cemetery, unless you are investigating the paranormal. Chris Nance of the Bloomington Area Ghost Hunters captured the electronic voice phenomenon, or EVP, at Steps Cemetery during a previous investigation. So we decided to go along this time to see what we could find. First stop was the McDonald's parking lot to cover the ground rules.
You don't want to go off by yourself. Just because, if something happens, you want someone there to be with you to help. We need to get a hold of somebody. Cell phones are good to have with you, but leave them on vibrate, because during EVP sessions or something, they could scare the heck out of you. I've done that before.
There was one other that was, I think, on your website about having whoever has the car, keys to the car.
Yes.
Depending on if we're scared out of our minds and we're forced to run.
Yes. If you
tell us a little bit about that one.
That was kind of a joke between me and my friend Todd. And, basically, if you're the one driving, which I'm the one driving, and something happens where we're scared and are forced to be running for our lives, if I go down, it is my responsibility to throw my keys to Jody.
Okay.
Because so they have an out, because we're not going to come back for you.
Okay. Every man for themselves, right? I'm ready. You guys ready? Head out there?
Sure. We're ready.
We'll follow you.
Okay.
Steps Cemetery is in Morgan Monroe State Forest. It's a pioneer cemetery started in the early 1800s. One of the legends of Step is about a woman who tragically lost her baby son during the mid-1930s. She became a recluse, spending her time watching over her son's grave, sitting on this stump before she too died and was buried here.
The folklore is, you sit on a tree stump, something bad happens to you within the year.
Okay, so this here is actually where the baby boy.
Right.
And it says there, baby Lester.
Right. And we've actually recorded voices in this spot, so I figured this is where we'll start.
Standard voice recorders, night vision camcorder, and digital cameras were set in place for analysis later.
Basically, on questions, there's basically any question that you want. Some examples are, is there anybody here? What's your name? Do you know what year it is? Like I was saying earlier, there are some questions you really don't want to ask. Right. Basically, it's if you don't want to know the answer, don't ask it. All right, EVP session, Step Cemetery. Is there anybody here with us? It's kind of like fishing. You're going to sit there all day, you don't catch anything, but once you catch something, you want to sit there for even longer to see if you catch something else. The one thing that we like to do is to disprove. What was that? Let's find out what caused it. And if we can't find out what caused it, then we're going to try to find out, okay, what is it?
Yeah. And then something.
Oh, yeah, I just got the chills in the back of the head.
Did you?
Yes. Just got a camera. Take a picture. I'm getting kind of like a feeling the back of the head, butterflies in the stomach, so.
But it wasn't until after analysis Chris did find something after this question at baby Lester's grave.
Do you mind that we're standing by your grave? Do you mind that we're standing by your grave?
A faint voice sounds like yes.
I've always liked scary movies, so I'm a big scary movie buff, and I guess the thrill of it, you kind of feel like you're in your own scary movie, I guess. It's there. I believe it's there. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. Everybody's a skeptic until something happens to them. We're raised in society today to believe that it don't exist. So people start getting narrow-minded or closed-minded on it. And, okay, I know I set my keys here. Why are they over here? Oh, I must have moved them. Did you really move them, or did something else move them?
Chris points out that first and foremost, it's about having fun, but it's also facing the unknown, something you just can't explain that keeps them coming back for more.
Ooh. If you'd like to learn more about the group, go to BloomingtonAreaGhostHunters.com. One of the